Today, in this project, we will learn how to make IoT Smart RFID Door Lock system using NodeMCU ESP8266, RFID MFRC-522 module, or Relay Solenoid Lock and Blynk IoT platform. With the help of this project, you can remotely monitor your door lock from anywhere in the world using your phone. So, without further delay, let's get started. First of all, let's see the overview of this project. In the Blynk IoT app, I have added two tabs. Usually one is for remote access controls and other for live monitoring. Each time user swipes a card, a message is received. The remote access control tab is used for authorizing and deauthorizing users. As you can see here, all the buttons are turned on, which means the admin has given access to all three users. If the buttons are turned off, users won't be able to open the door lock. Features of IoT-based RFID Smart Door Lock System: blinking LED as Wi-Fi and IoT server response. Buzzer for an alert system. Authorize and deauthorize users from anywhere in the world. Over-the-air configuration update. Easily reconfigure Wi-Fi credentials stored in EEPROM without hardcoding. Live monitor your door lock from anywhere in the world. This project also has a green LED. It helps to indicate Wi-Fi connection and Blynk IoT server connection. It blinks while data is sent successfully to the server. Similarly, a buzzer is also added to alert when unauthorized access is detected. In order to open the door lock, permissions will be granted by the admin. As you can see here, only authorized users can unlock the door lock. This project has integrated reconfiguring device features. Hence, you can easily discover your device and enter your new Wi-Fi access ID and password wirelessly using your smartphone. Now, you can connect this device to any Wi-Fi network without programming to the board. You can also press and hold the flash button for 10 seconds on the NodeMCU ESP8266 board to erase the Wi-Fi credentials stored in EEPROM. Sometimes, a condition may evolve in your project that you should intentionally erase the Wi-Fi credentials. In that case, you can use this button. It switches NodeMCU to AP mode and allows you to discover your device in Blynk IoT, where you can configure your Wi-Fi access ID and password. The components and tools used in this project are easily available on Amazon. NodeMCU ESP8266 Development Board. RFID MFRC-522 module, or relay module. 12-volt solenoid door lock, a LED and 5-volt buzzer. IoT Smart RFID Door Lock circuit diagram. You can see the circuit diagram is very simple to understand. Connect the RFID module to NodeMCU as per the circuit diagram. Connect relay input pin to D4 pin of NodeMCU. Similarly, buzzer negative terminal is connected to the ground and positive terminal to the D8 pin of NodeMCU. Now, the green LED is connected to the ST3 GPI010 pin of NodeMCU. Setting of Blynk IoT dashboard. In order to monitor and control door lock using Blynk IoT server, you first need to set up the Blynk IoT Cloud dashboard. To set up the Blynk server, visit https Blynk Cloud. Create an account or simply sign in if you created the account earlier. Creating Blynk new template. A template is a project in which you can create a web and mobile dashboard for a specific hardware. In our case, it's an IoT Smart Door Lock. For creating a project, first you have to click on the new template. Enter a template name. I'm giving it IoT Smart Door. Select the hardware board ESP8266. The connection type will be Wi-Fi. You can add a description of your project if required. Click on Done. Now the template is created. Here are two important things that you should remember. One is template ID and another one is the device name, which is required during the time of programming. Creating new Blynk data stream. A data stream is like a pipeline or channel. The data will be sent or received to these data channels. In a single project or template, there can be multiple data streams. In our project, we are adding 3 RFID cards. So, you can give names to those RFID cards. In my case, Mr. Elson, Miss Asika, Dr. Smith and live monitoring are 4 data streams. I choose virtual pins V3, V4 and V5 respectively for usernames and V2 for the live monitoring. The variable data type is a string for live monitoring and for users it's an integral type. After that, move on the web dashboard. In this section, you will be able to see some widgets for making your cool looking web dashboard. But you can only authorize and deauthorize users from the web dashboard but cannot leave monitor door lock from the web due to a lack of terminal widget. So, add 3 buttons for 3 different users and configure data stream to them as per the username. Programming sketch. Before you start the programming, first of all, make sure you have downloaded all the necessary libraries. Download program sketch zip file. Place all the files under the same folder. So at first, I started by including the libraries needed for IoT Smart RFID Door Lock system using NodeMCU. Define SS and RST pin of RFID. Define relay and buzzer pin. Create RFID instance. I have defined a timer here. Button 1, button 2 and button 3 are the integral type variable. All the buttons are assigned to 0. This means by default the user has no access to the door lock. Hence, the button value can be 0 and 1. 0 means no access and 1 means access is granted to the user. The terminal widget is assigned to the virtual pin V2. Inside Void Setup, serial communication is activated at 115200 baud rate for debugging purposes. SPI bus and the RFID reader are initiated. LED relay and buzzer are used as output. IoT RFID is a user-defined function that is executed after every 1 second using this timer.setInterval function. In the loop section, timer.run and Blynk IoT.run function are initiated. In this void IoT RFID user-defined function, we read the RFID card, select the card and then print the UID in the serial monitor. The main logic behind this project is here. If the RFID identification matches the provided number and the button value is equal to 1, only it will open the lock and send a message to the serial monitor and blink virtual terminal for live monitoring. After a delay of 5 seconds, the door is automatically locked. You can change the delay value according to your requirements. For the demonstration, I am using a delay of 5 seconds. Every RFID card has different identification numbers, so to find your card UID number, simply upload this program code and open the serial monitor. It will print the UID in the serial monitor, hence you can note them here in the program code. Similarly, the same condition is applied to 2 more cards. You can add as many cards as you want, using this if-else statement. When either of the condition becomes false, then else statement is executed. This will bring the access and denied message to the serial monitor as well as the blink virtual terminal. After that, the warning will be given through buzzer. These 3 functions are used to send values 0 and 1 using buttons through the virtual pins V3, V4 and V5. These variables are stored in button 1, button 2 and button 3. Depending upon the values stored, the access is given to the users. So, 0 means access denied and 1 means access is granted to the user. Now, choose your NodeMCU board and correct port. Compile the program sketch and upload it to the NodeMCU 2-value board. When you successfully upload the program to the NodeMCU board, open the serial monitor to see the project into action. Now, let's set up Blynk IoT 2.0 mobile application. Download the Blynk application to your mobile. After installing the application, log into your account. Turn on the developer mode if it is not turned on by going onto your profile. Click on Add New Device. Click on Ready. Choose the Wi-Fi which is created by the NodeMCU. Give the Wi-Fi credentials of the router with which you want to connect the NodeMCU. Click on Continue. Now, the board will connect to the router if the given Wi-Fi credentials are true. Click on Continue. Provide your device name and click Continue. Add tabs widget to the main screen and name tab 1 as Remote Access Control and tab 2 as Live Monitoring. Similarly, add 3 buttons and configure them as shown here. Also, configure the terminal widget in the Live Monitoring tab. So, that's all for the mobile dashboard setup. Further, you can now authorize or deauthorize the users from anywhere in the world. Finally, we have successfully made an IoT-based RFID Smart Door Lock system using NodeMCU ESP8266 RFID MFRC-522 module, a relay module, a buzzer and lead. I hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial. For more amazing tutorials, keep supporting us by sharing this video on social media. It's me Asika signing off for today. Catch you on next one. Till then, stay happy, stay cool.